Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Minecraft video. My name is Brandon B. Rich, and today we are going to focus solely on strip mining. And just so you know, a lot of time passes in between the beginning and end of this video, so this isn't like the first 20 minutes like my first episode. This is going to take course over like 4, 5, 6 hours of mining. I'm basically going to give you every single strip mining tip in this one video and basically kind of explain how I do things, if it'll help you with your strip mining. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Strip mining is just going to a deep level in the ground, or high if you want to miss all the diamonds, and you just mine in a straight line and find resources along the way. And the reason I love strip mining, for multiple reasons, is one, you find buttloads of resources, which are insane helpful. Ignore my number on the left. The number 12 should be a level 11. A level 11 is the best because, as you can see, the lava is spawned at level 11. So you want to, well, I guess it spawns at 10. If you're 11, you're above the lava. But yeah, 12, you can fall into a pit of lava like I mentioned last video and you will die. But level 11, you can swim right back to the surface, no problem. But yes, most lava pools in the underground spawn at 11, so that's why I like to mine at 11. I don't know why I'm doing 12 in this video, but just go ahead and ignore that. Anyways, so yes, strip mining is one of the best ways to get resources. It's also hard to get lost when you strip mine because there's only two directions to go, the right way or the wrong way. Whereas a cave, you can get lost like crazy and then you have to dig to the surface sometimes. It just gets monotonous and tedious, and there's a whole bunch of monsters in the caves. Anyways, this was my first time ever finding emerald naturally, so I wanted to show it off. I'm there on the left, and yeah, there's only one single emerald there, but we are under mountain biomes, I believe. So yeah, I was pretty stoked about that and excited, so that's why I saved that clip specifically. But yes, level 11 is the way to go, and I like to bring a bucket of water or at least some gravel so I can fill in the lava, or you can just build bridges across it with cobblestone or whatever. But the reason I like water is because I can just pour it over the entire lava and then not have to worry about it later. But if you want to keep the lava for whatever reason, then, you know, don't pour water on it. Just build a bridge and get the lava later. My theory is I just need lava to build another portal. I just need 14 source blocks, or 10 if you're a minimalist, and then you can get unlimited lava in the nether, essentially. But yeah, as you can see here, I have quite a few resources, and all those building blocks are from me strip mining. But what I do is I strip in one direction. I try to go about 1,000 or 1,500 blocks in one direction, and normally with a good pickaxe, you're going to run out of inventory space about halfway to 1,000 or halfway to 1,500. So bring a couple chests with you if you want. Shulker boxes are easily the best, but this is early game, so we're not going to have shulker boxes for a minute. But yes, I just like to dig about 1,000 in one direction and usually find a good chunk of diamonds, and then I like to make sure I don't miss a single resource, so I do these, I guess you could say, strips 3 blocks apart. So you can see me mining here. I already found some iron. I'll shortly find another resource. Get more iron. Like, it's just crazy how fast you find these resources. But yeah, and then I count 3 blocks, and then on the 4th block I mine and do another strip 3 blocks away, because most resources, they spawn in groups of 2 to 4, and so if you're mining 3 apart, I guess I would show you a chart if I could, but basically, theoretically if there's a 3 block gap in between these strips, no matter what, the blocks on the sides, you'll see if there was a 4 block pattern in the middle, you're either going to see it from the left or the right side of those 2 strips. So basically you'll never miss any resources by doing 3 blocks apart. Whereas 2 blocks apart, you definitely won't miss any resources. I feel like you could cover a lot more ground if you do 3 blocks apart. 4 blocks apart, you can cover even more ground. The only problem is you could miss some diamonds doing that, because a pack of 4 that's horizontal can hide in between the layer if you're doing 4 blocks apart. I know that sounds like a bunch of jumble, but just trust me, 3 blocks apart is the best way to strip mine. So yeah, and trust me, no matter how much iron and coal you think you need, you're gonna need more. Coal and iron, especially iron. Iron, I think, it's debatable between that and diamond, which is the most valuable resource in the game. I would say a diamond overall, but iron has so many uses, especially as the updates have gone on. I mean, you use it for anvils, you use it for a lot of redstone devices, you use iron for lanterns, chains, you use it for armor. I mean, there's so many uses for iron, and as you'll see later in the game, iron being anvils will be one of the most important items in the game. because you can enchant things together, put books on enchanted items and so forth. But yeah, so I do about 3 blocks apart, and I like to carry the chest with me, so if I run out of space I can just keep going. As you can see, I have enchanted pickaxes now. They're nothing special. I mean, the best pickaxe to have when you're doing these is a Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5, and Mending 1 pickaxe. Diamond pickaxe to be exact, because you'll get the most uses out of it. A Fortune 3 gives you buttloads more coal, diamond, and lapis and redstone than you normally get. The only problem is gold and iron do not drop in entities, so you'll have to get those separately, and unfortunately you can't get more than 1 iron or gold from the blocks. But every other resource, like lapis, redstone, diamond, coal, you'll get lots of with a Fortune 3. Even a Fortune 1's better than nothing. And I like to have Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 5 because it makes your mining process that much faster. I mean, when you're mining in a straight line, it's easy to doze off. It can be kind of boring, but at the same time, like, for me, strip mining's more fun than a cave because, yeah, you're like, oh, what's this cave gonna look like? But with strip mining, you're like, what's the next resource I'm gonna find? So yeah, eventually you're going to get sick of iron and coal, and redstone, ironically, you're going to get sick of because there is a lot of redstone, and they give you a lot of redstone in each box that you mine, so just get prepared to see lots of redstone. But as sick of it as you get, just mine as much of it as you can because you're going to want it later for all the cool contraptions you might build and so forth. But yeah, more diamond right here, super proud of myself. I think I find 14 in this strip alone. If you have a Fortune 3, you can get a lot more diamonds. In fact, I think this pickaxe has Fortune on it, and I got 14 out of those 6 diamonds. So I just not only doubled, but I 2.5 times my diamond intake just because I had a Fortune pickaxe. So that's why I recommend it, especially. If you have a silk touch and you want to get lots of stone, you could do the strip mining method. The reason I don't recommend it as much is because you're going to end up mining a lot of the resource blocks with that silk touch pickaxe, and then you're just going to end up having to mine those later with a Fortune 3 anyways. The nice thing about silk touch is you can get lots of stone without having to put it in a furnace and use up all that coal. So if you want to get a lot of stone with the silk touch, I would recommend just digging a hole randomly somewhere that's not super low to the ground, because otherwise, like, you'll just run into a lot more resources than anything. But if you want resources and stone, then I guess. But yeah, just look at all these resources I've gotten from digging these strip mines. I mean, this is obviously not done in a short amount of time. It has taken some time, but it's a heck of a lot faster than caves. It's the most fast and efficient method I can think of to get resources. It's very fun. It's like the lottery, or I guess it's like going to a casino gambling. Like, you just never know what resources you're going to stumble upon, and you don't know how many lava caves you're going to have to go face, and it's just really exciting to see what lies behind that next block. And it's almost addictive because you're just like, one more. I just want one more block, and I'm going to make it. But yeah, so strip mining, definitely one of the funnest parts about this game, in my opinion. I know that sounds kind of weird, and it will get old, so make sure to spread out your activities, because if you're just strip mining constantly for days at a time, it'll get boring. So, you know, strip mine for a while, and then go explore a village, and then come back to strip mining, do it for a couple hours, and then go outside and like build a farm, and then go back to strip mining for another couple hours. I mean, just interval your activities so that you're always doing something fun. If you're constantly strip mining, it will get old. Me personally, I can strip mine for about 4, maybe 3 hours before I start to get bored. Sometimes 2 is my limit, and I have to switch to Netflix even. So as fun as it can be, doing the same thing over and over again constantly will get old. So definitely switch your routines up. But yeah, I try to mine everything as I go. So you can choose to not if you want. The reason I light the areas up is so monsters don't come and get me. I spread the torches about 13 blocks apart from each other, so that covers the most ground, I think. I mean, you could do 14 to be safe. Monsters spawn in light blocks 13 and lower. There are 16 different light blocks in the game, and 13 and lower are where monsters spawn. So I feel like if I do 13 apart, if I have to dig into the wall, there will still be light sources. And as you can see here, I found an underwater magma block cave thingy. There's actually in these updates a lot of underwater areas with lots of magma blocks, and it's just a really cool thing to see, just an entire cave that's water filled. So if you ever, you know, get a turtle helmet or like water breathing potions, definitely swig those and get into those caves, because you'll be in for a treat. It's gorgeous to see an underwater cave with resources and everything. As you can see here, I'm getting ready to, I got a lot of chests and furnaces going, because you find tons of resources. I'm not even kidding. It's just such a fun method. And right now I'm going to widen up this room just because I want it to be a little bit wider. I feel like I don't like feeling enclosed, so I guess claustrophobia is not something I'm very fond of. And I guess one of my biggest fears is being buried alive, and here I just found 4 diamond, aka 8, because of my fortune 3. But yes, I don't like feeling claustrophobic, so I decided to make this room a little bit bigger. Whereas when I'm strip mining, I know it's going to be, 1 block wide, 2 blocks high, so I'm okay with it being a little bit claustrophobic because I'm just sprinting through. But in my main area, I like to have it be a little more wide open. So that's why I'm digging this area. Just makes the place feel more lively too. I mean, just look how much better it looks. I mean, the chest pressed up against the walls before, it was a little rough to deal with, but now that the room is more open, I feel like I can breathe. And that's one of the things I love about Minecraft so much, is you can make anything your own, and you basically shape your world, and that's something that I really love about this game. So yeah, and of course I have a lava pit in case I want to throw things away, because there's a bunch of crap in this game. I mean, there's a difference between hoarding resources and strategically placing them in chests to use for later. Hoarders think everything's important, whereas a strategic player will, put them in chests. As you can see, I have a redstone chest, I have a diamond, gold, iron chest, lapis chest, and then I have a coal chest. I try to keep them all organized. If you run out of chest space, and you can make blocks of diamond, you can make blocks of gold. The nice thing about making blocks of said resources is you can revert them back, as you're going to see me do right here. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would just make them into blocks, and I guess I'm just showing you guys how much you can fit into blocks if you spread them out. So yeah, lots of lapis. Lapis used to be pretty pointless in the game until they updated it to where enchanting requires lapis, and now lapis is very valuable. And you will see why in later videos, especially when I go over my tutorials for enchantments. But yes, as you can see, I made a load of iron in those blocks alone. So I like to keep mine out of the blocks because it makes it look like I have a lot more resources when I do that. When you put them into blocks, it makes you feel like you have nothing. But in reality, you have a ton. But yeah, this is literally all just from these strip mines. I have about 6 different strip mines that are about 1,000 blocks long each. And that sounds like a lot, but you're going to reach 1,000 and be like, oh, that wasn't too bad. And then you just turn around. Or you can mine 3 blocks one direction and then work your way back with a new strip mine. So those are my recommendations. But look how easy it is to get up these stairs now that we built that foundation. But that'll basically wrap up this video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the strip mining video and tutorial. I just wanted to give you guys a good idea of what it's like to strip mine. Yeah, just basically this video is all strip mining because I wanted to get all of it out of the way. I hope to see you guys in my next video, and until then, I will hope you have a great day.